Hello, James Stowe here. I'm about ready to play one of my favorite games I ever play. And as you can see, it's a new update. And, well, I have high functioning autism, IQ of 138. And I found Minecraft in a beautiful video that's a Beetlejuice video. And I bought two of the versions of the game, and I shared one of the versions with my friend. Now I'm just going to create a new game for you guys because it'll be so much more fun that way. And you'll get to see how I survive and what I do. So I'm going to do an hour-long video, hopefully. And these are the options I usually pick. I like my coordinates. I don't like fire spreads. Everybody plays Minecraft differently. Well, when I saw the video, then I went immediately bought the game. Let's create this thing. I bought two of them, actually. I got one to my friend Trace and one for me. And I offered one of the games to my roommate Ron. He didn't feel like playing at the point, but that's okay. Trey stayed up all night long playing Minecraft. Next day he calls into work. He's like, "Oh, I can't make it into work." And I'm like, "Oh, you've been playing Minecraft, haven't you?" He's like, "No." Like, "You're playing it right now, aren't you?" He's like, "Yeah." So I help him call off from work, and that was the great start of my Minecraft study. And I uploaded some videos many, many years ago. And let's do it again. And now I'm a little bit older and a little bit different. My controller is a little bit janky. And my TV's a little bit janky, and I'm a little bit janky because I just got shot October 12th, 7 times, bullets passing right through my body. I have 5 went through my shoulder, and 4 or 5 that went through the shoulder, 1 that went into my lung and through, and then got stuck in between my 2 vertebrae and my heart. Quite horrifying. I went to a park. It's O'Donnell Park, a park where me and my friend Trace went for many a year to talk about role-playing games and D&D and everything else under the sun. And it was great. One of the best times of my life. Well, I was out there one day with Trace. Beautiful day, October 12th. I'm sitting there. I get this nauseous feeling. Where's that bonus chest? Where's the bonus chest? Oh, there we go. So I open the car door. And then I turn away from Trace and turn back. And well, we hear a bang. And I look over, and it's a man with a gun. And he had fired it into the air. And, well, how horrible. Trace was like, "Is that a firework?" I looked back, and there was this man. And I yelled at my friend, and I said, "Get out of here, Trace. He's got a gun." Trace didn't know what I was talking about. So, I said, "Get the hell out of here, he's got a gun." And before Trace could get the car moving enough, the man opened fire. Bullets passing through me and him. I saw him slump. Quite a horrible, horrible thing. But he was at the happiest time of his life, which is a wonderful thing. And I was there for him, which is another wonderful thing. So I'm bleeding, but I'm in shock, so I can't even tell. It's quite horrible. And ambulance, a gentleman in coat shows up, and he, ow, my leg. he says, I'm breathing, panting, saying, "Call 911, call 911." And he's like, "I got you, brother, I got you, brother." And it was a wonderful man of either South American or Spanish descent. And he touched me. He touched me and said, "I got you, brother." And sometimes human touch is the most important thing. So then the police arrived and asked me what happened. I said, 2 men, one shot me. He ran off. And he said, "Are you in pain?" And I said, "Effing shock," because I was in shock. Well, then the ambulance shows up and whisked me off to the hospital. Those lifesavers that you just look by as they whisk people off from all sorts of ailments and problems and on to their futures with new hope and new life given to these men that save lives every day. And at the hospital, because I didn't pass out, I was breathing using the Lamaze method. I don't know why it occurred to me, but I was breathing in quickly into the nose and out to the mouth. And I didn't pass out all the way there. And I went in the hospital room, and as they started to cut into me, I felt all of Tracy's emotions. It was like a bundle of energy. All of his sadness, all of his confusion, and the guy that Tracy was. He was a horn dog. He liked the guys, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's how God makes people. So it's a beautiful thing. Lust is the thing that hurts us and kills us, not love. So he passed through me. I felt all of that. And I took that away from him. And I believe that he went on to a better place because of it. And he took all of my fear and apprehension of my family and of strangers and a lot of the other things that give me problems in my life because of autism. And it's amazing. I'm a totally different man, new in life, new in everything. In the hospital, changed, but not knowing that I've been changed yet. So, in 4 days, I have had the tubes pulled out of my lung for my collapsed lung. There's still another tube, but one has been removed. Ooh, this is pretty. I'll get some stuff. Ooh, iron. Yes, iron. Anyway, wait. My boss calls me, second day. He's like, Pat? And I'm like, Chris? He's like, Pat? I'm like, Chris? He's like, oh, I heard you got shot. And I'm like, well, yeah, I did. And he's just shocked because how well I sound. And I'm shocked by how well I feel. Even though I have all these injuries, I feel amazing. Better than I should, even though I've lost my best friend. But he was a true great friend, and because of my experience, it didn't feel like he was so lost. So, I pranked my job. I called them every day telling them I couldn't make it into work, because that's just the kind of silly guy I am. And they thought it was highly amusing and said, of course you can't come in, Pat. And surprisingly enough, I was walking on my 4th day, and out of the hospital by the 7th. The physical therapist saw me on my 4th day, was shocked, walked with me on the 6th day with a walker, said that we'll try it again without the walker the next day. And unfortunately, I didn't get to see her again. And I have to say that that woman was wonderful. All those people were wonderful. They were the light of my life. I have a letter I wrote about it that I'll share with you at a later date on another video maybe. If I do this again, which I know I will because I love Minecraft anyway. So, so I'm there. I'm healed. I've lost my friend. But I'm happy in love and life. I get a chance to say I love you to all the people in my life. And you know what? The most precious thing that you can be gifted is time. Because you can't buy time. So I go home. And the next day, I go right over to Olive Garden to see my friends and family there. Because they're a bunch of great people and they've always done good by me. It's amazing. So on the second day, I'm talking to one of my coworkers, telling her about how my arm is working perfectly well. And I swing it around and I almost hit this poor beautiful woman. And I didn't recognize her at first. And I say, oh, I'm so sorry. I got shot 7 times. And she's like, oh, I know, you were with my nephew. It was Mary Happy, Tracy's aunt, the one who raised him when his mother cast him out because of his homosexuality. What a sad thing. But it was a glorious time. She hugged me so hard. She was just so pleased to see me alive, even though she barely knew me. And it was the most wonderful time in my life. I thought it was a miracle that I survived my wound so amazingly. That was nothing compared to the fact that she loved me so much. So, she had been to the boat, and I ate a simple dinner with her because, unfortunately, my jaw doesn't open all the way. So I've been doing silly TikTok videos about, you know, what can fit in my mouth, and not much usually can. But that's no big deal. I can still eat and talk, so everything's amazing. So she gave me $500 because she won that money at the boat. It was beautiful. Darden Industry also gave me $500. And they matched my GoFundMe, and that's how they gave me the $500. So I have money. I'm doing okay. You know, things are being wonderful. There's wonderful little things that are happening here and there all the time. My TikTok is also James Stowe. So you could go over there and watch all this stuff, because I told them all that too. And you get to see my ugly mug, which you can't right now because I do not have the functionality. So off I'm going. Brand new life. Everything's going great. And then my house gets shot that night. The police do not believe it was connected, but I have my doubts because I had done a video on Fox 41, and it was called on YouTube, Man Shot 8 Times Grandview. It was actually 7 times, but what's a bullet? Well, a lot for Tracy, I guess, which is horrible. Anyway, I'm lost and confused, and go to my friend Campbell, who is a great friend and a Minecrafter player, and another great friend of mine. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful and gorgeous? Anyway, this isn't where I'm living. I like to wander around a lot. So I go to Campbell's and I'm there with them, and it's a great time because they love me, and I spend some of the money on new beautiful clothes because I've never worn nice clothes. I'd never seen the need, but now I know you wear nice clothes to tell people that you're loved. And well, this is neat too. So I'm out driving because my phone was broken, but it's fixed now. And ooh, well, I like that. I get lost, and I happen to go to the other park off of I can't remember the street because I was lost, of course. He'd remember. He didn't get lost like me. Anyway, I meet this man there, and I put him all my doubts and thoughts on him, all my problems. And you know what he does? He says, go to family. Go to your tribe. Go back to people who love you. So I go back to Olive Garden, with his help, of course. And because of that, I talked with a lovely lady across the street at 7-Eleven, talking about my day and my healing and how amazing I feel, even though I have suffered so much. And she happens to be a great friend of Pam and Tom Meek, the people that took Tracy in when he was a young man and suffering with problems of depression and suicidal thoughts. And they took him in again as an adult when he was out of home and still having issues. And I didn't know about this. I had no idea until one day he brought me a noose. And he said, and I was shocked and horrified and confused and angry. You can understand. But he told me that his counselor had said to give it to the person that cares most for him, the person that can bring him back to the edge, the person that always helps him. And that person was me. And I had the luck to give that back to his family and the great joy. And there's not much better in life than being able to do something like that. So I'm talking with this lovely lady who I can't remember her name because I've made so many wonderful friends, and I count all of you as my friends too now. And because of this, I'm sitting there talking, and the phone rings, and it's Tracy's sister out in Wichita, Katrina Marie. So I talked to her, and she says, I wish I could meet you. I'm out of work. I can drive, but I can't do much else because it just hurts so much. So I'm like, I will fly to you, my love. Bullets can't stop me. And there I go, off to Wichita, unlike anybody with autism would ever do. Totally unafraid of going to a strange person's house and sleeping there with them, with their family. And it was the most amazing time of my life. She has 2 beautiful daughters, Abby and Ella. And Ella has a crippling disease that will cause her death eventually, potentially. I prayed over her. And she sang Hallelujah, and she was a Spitfire, but she had so much love. I slept beside this beautiful girl. She helped me up, and she can't even walk. She crawls around the house. And she has tantrums, but that's okay. And it was the funnest time I've had it ever. I felt so strong, so safe that I could feel weak there. The reason I'm spinning around in circles is because it's night and I don't want to die horribly. You know. I mean, I might look like a skeleton, but that doesn't mean they're unfriendly to me. Anyway, so it was a beautiful few days at her house. And when I get there, I find out they're going to Disneyland because of Ella's disorder and her Make-A-Wish Foundation. So isn't that grand? So I'm told that they're going to have a party before she goes where I can meet Tracy's father and a couple of his other friends. So the day before that happens, they're cleaning my wounds for me as the beautiful, wonderful soul she is. She's also a lifesaver and a police officer. She has accommodations for saving lives. Isn't that amazing? And, well, you know, she's going over my wounds and she sees some copper on the wounds. And I'm like, hey, we should get this on TikTok. So she does. So she's recording on her channel, which is A Little Off Mom. And you get to see her pull a full bullet out of my shoulder. And I don't even flinch. Like the rock star I am. And she's like, wow. And I'm like, wow, I get to keep this as a souvenir. But she calls the detective, Detective Jones, who has been so great and helpful, who I had met by accident after meeting her at the hospital at McDonald's in the rain. And like the goofball I am, she's having to yell at me, tell me to get back inside and get warm, or y'all get pneumonia. And of course, she's a wise and beautiful woman, so yeah, I get back in my car and I go home. But I was so overjoyed to see her, and I thought it was miraculous. So I go back to Grandview, taking this bullet with me late at night, because I drive into the night with the hopes that I can get this perfect, pristine bullet back to the police so that they might be able to use it to find my friend's killer and bring him to justice. And my hopes is that he gets community service for the rest of his life instead of going to some nasty jail and being left there to rot. And the reason for that is you cannot fix a plate by throwing away the hammer that broke it. Simple as that. So I'm on my way back, and it's very late at night, and I get tired, so I stop. And everybody in Kansas is wonderful, and everybody in America is wonderful. And I get a ticket because I was driving in the wrong lane in Kansas. You're not supposed to be in the left-hand lane. I certainly know that now. So, I get home, and I return this. And, things calm down a little bit. Little miracles in here and there. Oh, I forgot this. While I was over at their house, I found out that Aunt Mary and Katrina had been arguing because I'm not putting words in anyone's mouth. One says one thing, the other says that they did not say it. And I'm not going to judge either because time erases things and changes memories. But I'm a devious man, so I walk in with my phone so that they can hear and talk to each other. And they talk, and they make up, and it's the most wonderful thing in my life. It was beautiful. And another minor miracle, if I say so myself. Well, back home, I'm doing great. I'm thinking I'll be going back to work soon. And, well, it didn't quite work out exactly as I planned. But before that, I met this wonderful young man named Kevin. And he had problems with the law. He had broken the law. But he was great. He was shot just like me, but he had lost his spleen. And he took months and months to recover, which is sad, but that's the way it works. I'm recovering now, even though I sound healthy and hale. Well, Kevin and me had a great day. I bought some clip-on earrings, because what the heck? I'm trying to dress beautiful now for people, because I know, I like it and they like it, and it's a wonderful feeling. Ooh, armor. Nope, not gonna do it. So, I drive around with Kevin, and I meet his girlfriend, and I find about his troubles and his sadness, and I try my best to break through that sadness and help him see the joy and wonder in life. And he has no idea of what religion is or faith. All he feels is fear and desperation and disconnection from fellow people. But I got that young man to smile like he hadn't done in years, like the young, beautiful man he is. And he cried because he realized that, he was in a bad place and that he would kill himself if he kept up this path of violence and self-destruction. And he didn't want that. He was crying because he wanted a better life for him and his boy and his wife, his ex-wife, because he had wronged her. He had broken her window and done other things. But she was lovely too, and I met her personally. And I talked with them both because when I was out there in Kansas, all these miracles just convinced me to become an ordained minister in the state of Missouri, which I am now. And I just spread my message of joy and love, because that's all you got to know. Love and joy. So I talked with him and his girlfriend, and they both agree that he needs to amend his ways and set things right. So that's what he does. He and her go in and turn himself in the police station. And I believe that's another little miracle. So I'm so joyous in this time. And I know I have some tax returns that I need to file, because I've been reluctant to do it because the autism makes you afraid of simple things. And that fear just builds up and builds up and builds up. But now it's gone. So it's just amazing how fearless I feel now. Even though I'm afraid for my life because the man that tried killing me and killed my friend is out wandering somewhere, I still feel amazing. So that's about the full story. There's more on TikTok. Now let's get back to Minecraft. So I'm sailing around so I don't get killed at night. It's much safer out on the ocean. And the way I play Minecraft, I really don't like to stay at spawn, because everyone will come up and mess with your stuff and build their houses close to you. And I like having my own mines. and being off on my own area a little bit, I'm the classic hermity of hermits you've ever hermited. I don't like people living close to me or touching my things. So, I got the basics. I like starting with a bonus chest. If you're angry at me for that, well, too bad. And I just always love Minecraft for the beautiful landscape and the exploration and the potential to build. And everybody plays this game differently. I'm not a redstoner. You might not see me use a piece of redstone at all. But you will hear me talk, because I like to talk. Ooh, what's that down there? Is that a shipwreck? No, I don't know. Is it a geode? It looks like a geode. Yep, it's a geode. And most geodes in the water have some air access to them. And this one has drowns around it. So let's just get the heck out of here. Because I want to live. Let me get back to my boat. Prayer. Thank you, Mr. Dolphin. You saved my life. So, I don't need to mess with that, I get. I'll come back later or just keep on going. Geodes are fairly common. So, I like to be alone by myself in Minecraft, but I'm going to work on that. And right now I don't have PlayStation Plus because, well, I've given a lot of money that was given to me in charity back to other people in charity. And I'm kind of poor, but I have money coming, so don't you worry about me. And, well, you know, I'm having the greatest time ever. I go back to work today, and I just try sitting there rolling silverware, and I can't. And I'm depressed and sad because I've supported my friends and family for 30 years, and now I feel I can't in some way. And it's just, you don't understand how crippling that is to a man that has worked hard all of his life and given all of his love to his friends and his family in hopes he could build a better life and a safe life for them. But I was talking to other friends, and they inspire me as friends do. And I thought, I drove off 250 miles to Wichita and back. And it was nothing. I listened to the music, I had fun, and I was alone, but it wasn't that bad. I could do Uber. So that's my thought. I'll be doing some Uber on the part-time once I get all my things in order so that I can make some money for my household still. I can meet wonderful people. I can talk to them about whatever they want to talk about. If they have problems, I can use God's grace and my wisdom to help them in ways that I can. And if somebody needs a ride and doesn't have the money, well, underneath Uber's auspices, because that would be illegal. That would be on my personal time. So, I was so happy to think that I could actually find a way to support myself after this. Now, as far as Minecraft, I've played for years, and I like restarting worlds. But I'm going to save this one because this world is special because it's for you and us. I had one a long time ago called No Carrots, and it's on my channel if you want to see it. And I don't know what I'll call this one. Maybe I'll get us some idea from one of you lovely people out there. You can tell me on TikTok, or if you can reach me, or you can friend request me on James Stowe, but you better be an honest, decent person, because, you know, if you're playing games with me, I will not be your friend. And that's who I am, James Stowe, on Facebook. And I know most people in Minecrafters don't say that kind of stuff, but I'm not too afraid. I mean, there's a man with a gun out there already trying to kill me. What do I care? But all my PlayStation friends call me Titus O'Brien. So we'll just run with Titus O'Brien for now. And I've given away my secret identity for the first time on my first meeting. So you do with that as you may. I like Titus O'Brien as a name, so I'll just run with that. So I probably know that I've been over this area before, but that's okay. That's the way I play Minecraft. I pick up this and that until my inventory's too full for me to do anything. Does it sound familiar to you? So, years and years and years ago, I did videos called Lava Architecture, which people now call Lava Casting. Same difference. I don't know if I was a forerunner. Probably not, because Minecraft has been around longer than when I started playing. Excuse me, a little thirsty. I might have some pain later because of the bullet wounds. Mostly my chest and back hurts, but it's not too bad. I have some pain pills I take, and then I continue on my way. As a matter of fact, I believe I need to take my pain pills. I have one for bone and muscle damage, and then I have some ibuprofen 800 for the pain itself. So I'm looking here at my little dog Pickle. He's a 13-year-old Beagle Basset, and he's like the grumpiest man on earth. He does not do anything told. One of my roommates believes he's deaf. I don't believe so. It's hard to tell, because when you ask him to do something, he just looks at you like, no. So he's sleeping beautifully on my chair. And I have Facebook pictures of him, so if you get to be my Facebook friend, or maybe on TikTok, I'll record him. Oh, I'm sorry, my stomach hurt all of a sudden. It does that. I'll get a little spasm once in a while, because my lungs expanded and I had to have surgery to remove excess blood and other pieces from my body. And once in a while it hurts. Well, that's why I couldn't even roll silverware at work. But I can play some Minecraft, and I can drive around in a car, so not all is broken. So I like sand where I start because I love working with sandstone and glass because it's quite easy. And I like some green grass and water, so I prefer a biome where sand touches grass. So as you can see, I'm about 1,000 blocks, 1,200 blocks away from spawn. That's good enough. So we'll look around here for some place to live. Then I'll show you my magic fishing trick. And I'll let it lease across the Minecraft verse. Yes. And maybe I'll do a short video for people that don't want to watch my whole video. But that's okay. It'll keep it more secret. So I kind of like this. It's okay. Not as wide as some areas I've seen. I'll keep looking around. I do like all that sand. See, there's my controller goofing off. And I pick up sugarcane for paper and books and other useful things. Well, this looks kind of nice. I just like swimming around on this boat. And it reminds me of this old song. Fly the ocean in a silver plane. See the jungle when it's wet with rain. Just remember, before you leave again, you belong to me. Now you can look it up. I do not know the name, but it's a beautiful song. And I love music and the inspiration of music, but I hate the fact that certain music demonizes and talks about drugs and rape and violence and murder, and that's not what music should be about. Yes, it should might be able to tell you when this about an event that happened, but not talk about it explicitly, which I do not appreciate and will not listen to. And you will not hear on my channel, unless by accident while I'm driving. So, you know, this is nice too. Lots of sand, maybe birch. I could live a little bit farther from the ocean. That could work. This could work. Do I want to leave my boat here? No, it could be invaluable. As you know, you can use a boat to trap mobs and creatures. So off we go. Looks like we'll have birch and dark oak. Boy, some of those Minecrafters would be jealous of me. Look, dark oak right over there on the other side of those trees. So I'll get me a few flowers, maybe. And I'll dye up all this wonderful wool I have, unless I happen to find a couple more of these guys. Okay, yep. It looks pretty good. I like it. Nice view. Maybe I'll be up here. I'll have to move a lot of dirt because, well, this is Minecraft and you move dirt. So, I don't know about any time lapses or anything like that. That I don't have the skills or the PC for that, but that doesn't matter. This is just a nice little conversation between you and me, so you can get to know me and how I Minecraft. Oh, there's a third sheep, and a huge hole I don't want to fall in. And now, I don't always build a house immediately, because if you sleep, you'll be fine. And we'll build ourselves a bed, because I believe I might have enough wool. Yes, I have 3 wool. And some people do the classic crafting, but why waste time when you don't have to? Okay, there we go. Bed, and some more lovely things to eat. Nom 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 nom. Okay, and then our crafting table. And this first video is just going to be about, you know, how I make my magic fishing spot for you. And it's pretty simple. Just get my iron cooked up. And I believe I have enough. I know most people would build an iron pickaxe before anything else, but I'm not most people. I'm Titus O'Brien. Wahahaha. So I'm also going to cook up some food so I don't starve to death, which I have been known to do because I disregard my eating in this game. It's quite easy to do. So, here we go. I am quite tired tonight. I do not know how long I'll be playing, but I do hope that I can continue this tomorrow. So we need that, and we'll need a little bit of thread. So that'll happen tonight, and we'll get our bucket. And we need some more iron too, but I can already start my mine, and there's multiple ways I'll do it. I'll show you my favorite in a moment. I can use my bucket of water and not get back up there because, yeah, there we go. Okay. Looks like there might be some cave entrances there, which could be invaluable. That'll work for me. Which way do I want to face when I'm fishing? To the ocean. Fish over here. That looks pretty good. I'll get some sand cooking next. Whoa. Oh, let me just go this way. That was a surprise. I don't want to play with him. And that's what I need. One little fishy. Because in the Minecraft algorithm, if you have a fish close by, you get better drops. You get all the... Who's that? I recognize these guys. There's something wrong with your llama, sir? I believe something happened to your llama. Oh, it's just quite horrible. Oh, the horror. Oh, the terror, then horror. Oh, no, no, no. I'll have to hit you with everything. Eat fish! Eat fish and die! Fishy, fishy, fishy. Okay. There's some leather. That's invaluable, too, in Minecraft. But I'm sure most of you know all that. And if you're new to Minecraft, welcome. So we got our little spot here for fishing. And we got a little spot here for fishy. And if you want to be super sneaky, you can hide it like that. And nobody knows your fish is going to be there. And then we'll just put a torch down so we remember, in case we ever want to move him. Or name him later. Which, you know, I've been known to do. And we'll set our spawn point, but not stay for the night in case I'm killed. Then I'll put down a chest so I can get some of these lovely items out of my inventory. Because we all know Minecraft is just about inventory control. And there's there, and get some stuff going. Oh, that's not good. Unless I heard a you, I'm not going to be nice. So, there's another trick you can do with mobs like this. You can just get far enough away from them, and they'll despawn naturally. So that's what I'm going to do. Just run on away, and I'll run on back, and hopefully he won't be there to try and kill me. I don't believe I've smacked him, because if I did damage to him like that, he'd be here. And I don't think he is. Well, wonderful. There is a zombie. Let's see if I can get a sword made really quick. Let's see, sword? Yep, that's sword. No, no, don't touch me. No, 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 I don't love you. No, oh, well, no, 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 no. Now let's look for a couple spiders, so I can get my amazing fishing pool done. I hear those guys behind me. Creeper, zombie, zombie, creeper. And there we go. How much thread are you going to give me? Oh, one piece? Well, there's some for you too. Oh, look at that. Here we go. Ow. Stop hitting me. Ah. Yes. Let me get back to bed. I think that's been successful. Oh, well, we could grab you too. Hello? Hello? Someone just head on back here and get to bed. So we're safe again. Oh, well. Somewhat safe. Oh, yeah. What do you want? Yeah, this guy looks a lot like me, but he is not my brother. Unfortunately, he's a cruel, cruel, vicious man. Yeah, I've been cast out of the skeleton tribe. I'm a lonely skeleton. But because I was cast out, I can use weapons and tools. As any other Minecrafter would. Okay. Now we have to watch out for creepers and other people that might be wandering around. Give me a little bit of grief. There we go. Hello, mister. Hello, mister. I have something for you. Hi, how are you? Oh, well, I'll see you later. You have a wonderful time out there. Do you need some sunblock? I guess you don't. Okay, and we'll make me another stick, and I'll try and keep an eye out for creepers and stuff around me. Stick! That is not a stick. As you can see, my controller doesn't work, so now I have a switch. And I have no idea what I want to do with this. Let's put it on a tree. There we go. That'll confuse people. Get my nom noms out. Cook some more nom noms. Get some stuff put in here real quick. Oh, I'm very tired. I do not know how much longer I'll be able to stay up tonight. But I'm so glad I got to share up pieces of my story with you. And I'm so glad I can show you my magic fishing trick. Now, I do not have enough iron for a hopper, so let's see if I can get some. Did I put my cobblestone away? No, I did not. Get a pickaxe. Maybe I'll be lucky enough to find a little bit more iron here, down here. Oh, I'm afraid. Maybe I should eat food. That's something I just don't do well. Okay. Oh, I hear somebody. Hi. I pick you. Ha 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 ha. No, don't touch me. Oh, I hear a witch, and she's got a problem with me, and there's a zombie. Ow, don't touch me! Don't stand so. Don't stand so. Don't stand so close to me. Oh, there you are. Did you poison yourself, my love? Well, how fun was that? Well, that's about it for the cave. Well, let's see if I die of poison in some other horrible natural circumstance. Nope. Eat some more of my lovely food. Oh, my back. Ugh.